Coming out. Coming out. Coming out. I do this outside. I do the primer paint just to overcoat this. Copy. I really don't want all these lines and shit in here, so gotta be careful about that. Because if you spray it too close and too much, you're gonna come up with lines and stuff on it. Now I'm going to do a general spray with the gray, just to outline where it's going to go. I'll get in there and do the detailing and shit with the airbrush. Right now I'm just generalizing it. You gotta keep that shit moving. Just easy, folks. This is easy. It's that damn easy. You want to do it yourself? You can. You want me to do it for you? I can. It's that damn easy. Doesn't take a whole hell of a lot. Oh, you son of a bitch. Just in a damn puddle of water, or shit, I don't know which one it is. I gotta let that dry. Final detailing. Come in here and do the mouth and all that shit. But that's just a general layout, okay? It's a general layout. Hey, not the final thing. Now right here where it's done that, it's going to dry, and I'm going to lightly sand it and then just go back over it with the thing. I still got to do all the mouth work and all that, but I'm just primering it with the base coat right now. Still got some on the top to get, right here. Now hit that. There we go. Pretty much done for the moment. That's all there is to it, the priming. Still got to go in and do all the mouth details. I got a little bit of roughness in here, and I got to get that out. I don't know what that is, but Well, I finally and everything, did all the teeth and everything. They're all back to white. Now I got to go in and do all the mouth details and stuff. And there you go. Just a general shape right there. Now do the eyes, a little detailing around the lips, the mouth, the whole thing. Well, let's just sit out here for now. I got to tend some other stuff. But to get photos, and then we'll be back at this in a bit. Alright? Thank you. I'm going to show y'all something. Now, as you know, I make the Hooper's tank, right? And the full-size tank is, let me get a screwdriver. Screwdriver, I know you're in here, stupid. Okay. Now, the full-size Hooper's tank does not fit in the shark's mouth. So I make a quarter panel at a time. Thing is, I have to cap off this one. This is fiberglass and foam. Okay? And what I gotta do first, stir it up. I gotta stir up my Duraglass real quick. Right here. This is Bondo. This is a type of fiberglass Bondo. It's fiberglass and Bondo mixed together. It has a activator cream, just like regular Bondo. Sets up about as fast too. So what I want to do real quick is do this, cap this off. Then we're going to take the shark inside and I'm going to start detailing the mouth and all that stuff. So let me get a little thing here. Need a little piece of cardboard to do this with. First thing you got to do is mix your Duraglass. This is what it's called, Duraglass. You got 2 cans of this. About 50 bucks a can, and it lasts quite a long time. It cannot thicken up, it cannot harden unless you mix activator with it. It has oil in it, so it can be re-energized or reactivated. Now I gotta take out somewhat a sizable portion, but I'm not going to do a whole big batch because I'm just capping this off. Okay, so take that out, squirt a little activate. Oh shit, gotta shake this up. Alright, now, you got a little liquidy, it's not any good. Well, there it is. Alright, I'm just putting a little bit in there now. Mix this up really well. Stir it up, make sure it's got to be a green color. Not gray, not blue, it's green. Just stir it up. Get all that blue out. Make it nice and green. Once you got that all fixed out, then you take a little Bondo scoop, one little Bondo scooper, And I'm going to spread it on here. Take this, put it right on top, spread it out. All I'm doing is capping this off with the top with the fiberglass. That's it. Make the end of the tank. I don't know if I've got enough, but it's going to cover that foam. And it'll harden up, and then we can spray paint it. But that's making the end cap, so if it sticks, I don't know which end is going to go in the Shark. But I'm not worried about which end is going to go in, as much as I don't want to see the foam part on it. It doesn't take me long to do these. The thing is to make the fiberglass, wash the fiberglass in the mold, get that in there, then foam it when it dries, and put it together. It's already starting to gel up and thicken up and do all that shit, so. Little quick lesson on end capping this thing. This is not something I was instructed on how to do. I was not taught how to do this. It's just something I kind of like. Well, let's try putting this in a mold, filling it with foam, see what happens. And it works. So I actually innovated myself to make a prop without knowing how to do it, just by trying something. And that's all you can do, really. When you can't find anything, resources or anything like that online, best way is just think about what structure you want on stuff and what are the best materials that you've worked with that make good structures. Fiberglass and foam. It's lightweight, and there's the end cap. All I got to do is just smooth it out around the edges. That way I can eliminate any sanding that I've got to do later on. Because I'll take a sandpaper, kind of rough it out and do that. But that's it for that. Okay, so that's done. We'll leave all this out here for now. I'm going to bring y'all in the shop and set up the Shark so we can start painting them. Okay? Get some of this shit out of the way. I gotta get my stool to put them on. I want that in the background so to hold it up. He's been out in the sun for a couple of hours, so I know he's good and dried. So we'll start painting and detailing. Alright, I'm going to move y'all back a little bit so you can get a better angle and view what I'm doing. Start with the eye. I got my new paint in today. A spray gunner. Y'all remember on the other video I said this tube of charcoal had gotten thickened up bad, so I went ahead and ordered a new one. So I'm going to break that out. We're going to start with the eyes and put the eyes in. Now, I don't go with a straight black because it's too contrasting. I like to do a charcoal and build up. So we're going to do that. Let me get this opened up. Yeah, spraygunner.com. Spraygunner.com right there is where I get all my paints that I work with. And I buy them in bulk. So whenever I need a new tube, or I've got a tube that I'm going to work with a lot, and this charcoal color happens to be it, I buy them in a big bulk like that. It's a wicked color. Let me put this paper over here because I need it. Put that paper back in the box. They always send you a little card. Spraygunner.com, right there. See? Spraygunner prints. And they always tell you who did it, packaged it, and all that shit. You're going to break open this brand new charcoal paint. It's called smoke black, but it's really a charcoal color. We got good airflow. Good deal trail. Pick this up. You got to take the end cap off first. It's just one of the many paints that I use from Spray Gunner. All Creatives. All the colors I use are either Creative Wicked or Creatics. They're all Creatics. They're either Wicked or Tim Gore's Bloodlines or Lifelines. And you can mix them with silicone. You can do that. Alright? So we're going to start out with this charcoal. Test it, make sure we got a good clay. Okay. You do not have to thin these down. You do, however, have to have a good consistent flow of paint for it to work. A lot of people would just take flat black and spray it on there, but I don't like to do that. I'm going to try to figure out what the hell's blocking this thing. It's kind of like a bubble or something in the tube. If this doesn't work, I'll have to apply it by hand, by brush, which won't be a bad thing. And I think my airbrush is being fucking difficult. do this. Kind of figured something like that was going to happen. Let me do it by hand then, shit. I didn't want to do it by hand because I didn't want the lines to show up. Oh, the bitch, she fucking sprayed you, dumb motherfucker. Black spray, black splotches on this white that I have on here. And I gotta be careful how much I put on at a time because I don't want to drip and run. So, you know, build it up in layers a bit. And I want to do it in a little bit of a charcoal gray, because sharks do have irises and shit, but they're not just flat black eyes, and if you see them up close. That's why a lot of artists paint them. And see, I got a bunch of brush strokes in that. I gotta eliminate the brush strokes. I want to kind of get my airbrush to work. Then on top of that, I'm going to do this. Take a Q-tip, go around the edges and remove that outer black. Right there. So there we have the base eye, just base. Okay, turn around. Get the other side. Now what y'all didn't see off camera or on camera, I went back and detailed the nose and everything with the spray paint a little bit better to get kind of a general detailed structure with the line outline. I still have to fine detail that line. But we can now get working on the second eye here. And get that base out. Try to be a little easier with this than I was with the other one because I don't want to get any paint on the outside of the lines. I want to have to go to Harbor Freight, get another airbrush tomorrow. Let this one soak in naphtha for a bit to clean it out. Apparently there's clogs in the tube. So we won't do the mouth today. We'll do that tomorrow. Apologies for that, but I need to get I need another airbrush anyway. Unless I can find one of my old ones that'll work. See, this is the problem with hand painting these things, because you get all this swirls and shit in here that airbrushes can cover. See? Let's go in and dab it. Stab it on there. That's not making it any better. There we go. Now I gotta clean it up. Check that. Oh, fucking stupid thing. Put a little shading and shit on it. That'll blend in with the gray. Make shadows and shit. Oh, you stupid fucker. Bring that around, try to get that shit covered. But now we want to buy. Fuck. Son of a bitch. See, that's what you get with me rather than other artists. I will show you all my mistakes. When I make a mistake, you'll see it, you'll know it. I'll start cussing and fussing. You won't see that with other guys. They just show you what they've done and say, look at me, look at me. They won't show you the process. Topher does, but I don't think he ever admits any mistakes. He didn't show any mistakes. Sometimes, I think. I've not seen him make any, though. Not that, you know, he doesn't, but Topher's a good dude. God damn! It sucks in the eye. I gotta put more in. I gotta let this dry, quit messing with it. Because all it's doing is smearing this paint around. It's not even, it's staying, but it's not. I don't want to put too much on there, but it's forcing me to do that. To bulk it up. And I'm afraid it's going to get too thick and run and drip and drool and do all that shit. I don't want it to do that. Okay, there we go. If that doesn't run, we'll be good. Come back around to this one, which is fucking sucky as shit, and bulk this shit up. So I wanted to do the inner mouth and start that, but my airbrush has decided it's going to be a dick. So I'm going to go to Harbor Freight in Salisbury tomorrow instead of Lexington, because I went today and they didn't have any. Not the ones that I use anyway. They had the Black Widow, and the Black Widow is like $78. And I'm like, I'm not paying that much for a fucking airbrush. I got a $24 one. Need a new one anyway. Okay. We got them eyes in there. And that's probably going to be it for right now. Put this paint back in the sink, clean it up. I still have to take some of the charcoal gray and do a fine line detail down through here to separate this. I don't know about it. Let's see if I can clean this up. Got little black spots on here. I want to get these off. Taking water. And black spots right here. Uh-oh, it's not coming off. Well, guess what? Got black spots right there. I have a solution. I can fix it. I can fix this shit. There we go, bye-bye. Bye-bye, black spots. Bye-bye. No more. Go! I fixed it, did it. So, here we go. We're detailing the eyes right now. Let's make sure this other eye isn't fucked up. And shit. And there's the other one. Okay? So we got the eyes in them. And I'll show you. This is what I'm going off of. You see how this has a fine line? It's like a shaped. Mike told me how he did that. He just took cardboard and ripped it up and put it along there. So I've still got to do that line definition thing. But see, I've got it to where it's colored, but I want to do a fine line thing. So I don't know exactly how to do that perfectly. But I'll get it. It'll be a little bit different from his. But there's one eye. And there's the other one. Black eyes like a doll's eyes. So there you go. You know, that's right, Ale. If you look on this one, you got scratches, shit like that. Might put, like, I told him I wanted a little gory. So he did put a little blood. I don't know what blood he used, but I'm going to use perma-blood. That's going to be my go-to for this guy. But I'm going to have to do the entire inside of the mouth. All of that's going to be pink. It's going to be a lipstick pink and white. So it's going to be like a pink and white mix. It's already kind of, from the fiberglass color, it's already got some of that in there. So I'm not going to have to do too much work other than just right up in the gums and that type of thing. Just make sure these gaps behind the teeth get colored and shit. And it looks like smooth and transitory. Ooh, shit, I didn't even see that. Look at that. A tooth has a little bit of flange on it. Oh my God, I didn't even see that. Glad I caught that. Now see, I can leave that open right there because that shows the tooth. I just don't want the back flange to show. And you got like where one's missing. He did an excellent job on his teeth. Looks like got a missing tooth right there. And none are missing. One's missing right here. But that's intentional. So tomorrow we'll get to painting this guy in the mouth. And then I'll try to figure out how to do the outline detail on it. I do think it looks okay like that. But I'm not sure, you know, because I'm still working off of this one. And this is the one that I bought from Mike 7 years ago. So when he came out with this, I was like, ooh, I got to have it. And then he said he was going to make an attacking Bruce. So this is not even the original. This is an attacking great white, but this is not the version 1. I think this is the version 2. Because the mouth on the version 1 was like almost straight open. You know, like that. But anyway. And then I've got to do the Impulary of Lorenzini. If anybody knows sharks, you know they've got a bunch of tiny, almost microscopic black dots. And that's going to be fun. I can do that now. But what that's going to do, I got to take a micro brush. I could do some spatters, but I got to take a micro brush and dab a bunch of little dots all over the nose. Mike didn't do that on this one. But that's no fault to Mike. I'm just going to make this about as realistic as I know sharks should be. So that's why I went kind of back and did that shaping with the paint cans and did that. And then I want to get that a little bit better shape, but I'm going to let it dry first. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how he's starting to turn out. Now let's see how this can has come out. Let me get the stand. And if this can has come out, the tank, Raina, leave those birds alone. She loves to bark at the birds. That's my house. Okay. Fiberglass tank. Oh, this is ready. This is ready. You take this in. Now what I will do first is I'm going to spray the sides. I'll leave the top for now. I'm going to spray the sides. Okay. And I'm going to use a hammered spray paint right here. And just spray this. Make it look like a tank. Actually, I should do it with primer first. Well, let's do that. We'll prime it. Okay? Spray it all the way around. At least that's it. Make sure all that green is covered. There we go. Alright, so I got that down in gray. Get you over in the shade, you can see it. It's no longer green, it's gray. When that dries, I'll come back with this hammered and kind of mix that in. Make it look like metal. Now this obviously is not the best copy because I didn't do any filler work to it, but this is just going to be the prop that goes in the shark's mouth, so it'll be okay to use. So it's got that hammered metallic look, like a scuba tank. That'll dry. I'll go back over it, spray it again, and then maybe sand this down and spray that. But I need to do the end. Shit, I'll wait and do that, but I gotta spray the end. Sand that down, spray it, flip it around, spray the bottom. Actually, I could do that now. I'll flip that over. Primer the bottom. Right there. This may be the end that sticks out of the shark's mouth. So There we go. That's the scuba tank bottom. There's two sections of these to go together. If this is sticking out of the end, that'll go in the shark's mouth, so I won't have to worry about this area, but I'm going to sand that down anyway. But there you go. Because the whole thing, basically that's two sections. The tank that I make is two of these stacked up, and then I have the nozzle that I do in resin. And just put them together, make a weld, sand that down, boom. Fiberglass and resin scuba tank. And I've got labels that I print out on my laser printer, put it on there. So these are available on the Etsy store. And this quarter tank will go up on the Etsy store as a separate entity. Should you guys want one, you buy a shark from Mike and you need one of these, they'll be up there, probably $125. Alright? Because the full tank is about $350. That's half of a full tank, so $125. That's about a little less than half. Okay, so we'll see you guys on the next one. It'll be tomorrow when I get the new airbrush and I can get that mouth painter. Alright, so there we go. We done. Appreciate it.